The Ford Mustang is now the last of its kind. With the Camaro discontinued and Dodge still missing a V8 in the Charger, this is the only new American muscle car you can walk into a showroom and buy with a naturally aspirated 8-cylinder under the hood. That gives the 2026 Mustang GT a kind of weight it never carried before. It is not just another model year, it is the survivor. This car was shown in race red at the Bucharest Motor Show, and even under a gray, rainy sky, the proportions do the work. The long hood and short rear deck are still the heart of the design, but the front is sharper now, with that wide grille and the 3-bar daytime running lights stacked along the top of each headlight. The bulge in the hood is functional, feeding the heat extractor, and there is a real 5.0 badge on the fender so nobody mistakes which engine is in here. Under that hood sits Ford's 5-liter Coyote V8. In standard form, it makes 480 horsepower and 415 pound-feet of torque, and with the active valve exhaust, it climbs to 486. Power goes to the rear wheels through either a 6-speed manual or a 10-speed automatic, and this car has the manual, which matters more every year as the option disappears everywhere else. 0 to 60 arrives in about 4.2 seconds. The thing that still defines this car is not the number though, it is the way a real V8 builds power in a long, linear pull rather than the sudden hit of a turbo. Inside, the cabin is moved upmarket in a way that surprises people who still think of the Mustang as cheap. There is a 12.4-inch driver display flowing into a 13.2-inch touchscreen under one curved pane of glass, running Ford's latest software with wireless phone mirroring. The materials are soft where your hands land, with contrast stitching across the dash and doors. If breakdowns like this help you decide what to buy, subscribe so you catch the next one. The manual shifter sits exactly where it should, with a proper leather boot and a stick that asks to be used. The front seats are well bolstered and comfortable, though the manual recline feels a little behind the times at this price. The back seats are the honest compromise of any Mustang. They are shaped and stitched nicely, but the room back there is reserved for small children or short trips, and most owners will treat them as extra storage. The trunk tells a better story than you expect from a coupe. The opening is narrow, but the floor is long and flat, giving around 13 cubic feet, enough for a weekend away or a full grocery run, more than most two-door rivals manage. The honest part of the picture is the tires. Ford fits all-season rubber as standard, and with this much power going to the rear wheels, that is the weak link when you launch hard from a stop. Once you are rolling, it puts the power down cleanly, and the fix is simple and cheap. A set of summer performance tires transforms the car off the line. Ford clearly built it this way so the GT stays usable all year, which is the trade most owners will actually want. What makes the ownership case stronger than people assume is the engine itself. The Coyote V8 has been in production since 2011 across the Mustang and the F-150, and it regularly passes 200,000 miles with basic maintenance. Ford backs the car with a 3-year, 36,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty and a 5-year, 60,000-mile powertrain warranty. A fuel pump recall on earlier cars was handled at no cost to owners, and the early oil consumption concern was engineered out of later versions of this engine. The money side is where the GT quietly wins. It starts at $46,560, which makes it the cheapest way into a new V8 muscle car, and the only one here you can still get with a manual. Insurance runs surprisingly reasonable for a car like this, ranging from about $2,000 to $2,900 a year, barely more than the 4-cylinder. Repairs average under $1,000 annually, and resale stays strong because V8 demand is not going away while the rivals keep disappearing. So the 2026 Mustang GT arrives as the last car of its type, and it carries that role without asking for sympathy. It is not reinventing anything. It is reminding everyone why the formula worked in the first place. A big naturally aspirated V8, rear-wheel drive, a manual if you want one, at a price nothing else can match. For anyone deciding whether the instinct to buy one makes sense, the numbers line up behind the feeling. For watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button and subscribe for more content just like this. Leave a comment below with your thoughts or questions. I read every single one. And don't forget to click the bell icon to get notified about my next upload. See you in the next video.